My name is Oscar Wildman.
Al Adams.
Dennis.
Lorene. Mercedes.
Durham.
Juan Cruz.
Kitty.
And the cameraman is Steve.
All right. And then my name is Dana. And so as a child growing up in the 90s, I would collect beetles and line them up on the air conditioner and marvel at the swarms of dragonflies and catch lightning bugs. But now as an adult in 2022, I don't see as many bugs. I don't see as many species of beetles and hardly see any dragonflies, and I don't remember the last time I saw a lightning bug. But I'm not the only one that has noticed that there are fewer bugs. And specifically, we're going to talk about pollinators today. So pollinators are any creature that moves pollen from one flower to another. And bats, birds, beetles, all count as pollinators. According to the Center for Pollinator Research at Penn State University, across the U.S., beekeepers have noticed a 30% decrease in bees every year. And they've also noted a decline in other pollinator species, but they don't have the historical numbers to quantify the loss at this time. So why are pollinators important? Well, according to the USDA, 1 in every bite of food on your plate exists because of pollinators. Without bees and butterflies, crops would fail. And we need pollinators in order to enjoy our fruits and vegetables and even our sweets. Researchers Smith, Singh, Muzaffarian, and Myers predicted with a loss of 100% pollinators, 1.42 million deaths worldwide, in addition to the normal deaths, would happen due to malnutrition, heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. So the declining population of pollinators is a complex issue due to disease and habitat loss and pesticides. So we're just going to focus on one issue, which is the habitat loss today. So traditional American lawns are a desert for pollinators, and there's just no place to make a home or to eat on just a lawn of grass. So to continue enjoying your fresh squeezed orange juice, we need to feed the ones that make the oranges possible. So by incorporating plants that provide food and housing for pollinators, you're creating an oasis in the desert. And if your neighbors also grow pollinating friendly plants with you, your oasis can turn into a desert. I mean, not a desert, a forest instead of a desert. So the University of Florida Garden Solutions website has guides that will assist you in planning a garden that is pollinator friendly. And then also they have guides for bees and also specifically for butterflies. And you're probably thinking, it's a lot of work to garden. But native plants are not as high maintenance as plants that are not native, and actually leaving it a little bit unmanaged is better for the butterflies because you're not disturbing their habitat. And a yard filled with flowering shrubs and vines is a yard filled with life. I have a fire bush in my yard, and when it started growing and blooming, it attracted bees and butterflies and some wasps in species that I had never even seen before. And it's And it's, takes no maintenance. And I know you're probably concerned about having bees and wasps flying around your yard, but these pollinators, they're just concerned about their lunch. They didn't bother me. So if you have a yard, I encourage you to dedicate a portion of it for pollinators such as bees, butterflies, and if you don't have a yard, if you live in an apartment, to at least get a container garden. And then you can, as you're sipping your orange juice, you can watch the pollinators come to visit your yard.